back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm the crocheter behind Monochrome Designs. Today's video, I'm walking you through my most recent market. It was the second market that I've ever done. So I, had some expectations from the first one. It was at the same place, but the first one was a Christmas market, which got a lot more traffic, which I expected. But this one was just a lot slower than that one. But that doesn't mean that I didn't make sales. It was still pretty successful. Sorry, I'm gonna crochet while I talk. Hope that's okay. I will show you some clips from market day and then I'll come right back and we can talk about what sold, what didn't sell, surprises, things I learned, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and cut to the clips now of market days. It was a 2-day event, and then we can talk about it. Started. Are we ready? Whew. Hello everyone. I've made it home from day one of the market. Just wanted to touch base with you. I'm literally about to crochet. I have a custom order for 2 kitties, and ideally I have them ready by Tuesday. One of them I'm almost finished with. I'm just finishing the tail, and then I just need to sew it, and then I need to make the other one. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I just wanted to let you know how the market went today. So this market was at the same place that my Christmas market was at. That was the first market I ever did. This is the second. So I was at the same school, but that school has 2 different gyms, and so this time I was in a different gym. It was very hot, that gym. It didn't have air conditioning, so just like a very hot 9 hours, And it's also not as accessible as the other gyms, so I think not a lot of people knew that it was there. So the foot traffic was not as heavy. That could just be, maybe I'm totally wrong, and it's just that more people were shopping around Christmas time than they were the first weekend of May, but I think it does have something to do with it, because when you walk in the door, there's a gym right in front of you, and then you have to look left to see that there's another gym over there. There's not a sign or anything. So I fear a lot of people just didn't even know that it existed, and then if they did know, they probably walked in and they were like, ugh, it's hot in here, let's go. Those are my concerns. So it was an okay day, but just kind of different from the first market. Less foot traffic, less... It's funny, the things that sold really well the first time didn't really do that great this time. So just goes to show you, if you see a video of someone who's like, market prep this, it always does well for me. Who knows? So but yeah, I feel pretty good. I don't feel as tired as I did after the Saturday from my first market. And that market was just super busy, all day long. I could not rest. And today was much more chill. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. I sent an email to the organizers, and I was like, hey, here's some feedback from day one. It's too hot in there, and also no one knows that it exists. So it's a school. Can you roll a whiteboard or something and put like, don't forget to check out this gym with an arrow or something. So we'll see if they do anything. But I'm like, you know, we paid a booth fee. I think it was like $140 maybe. Like everyone here paid that same fee. And some people are in an air-conditioned gym with a lot of foot traffic. And some people are in a gym with no foot traffic and no air. And that doesn't seem very fair. So we'll see what happens. But now I know, you know, tomorrow to bring like some cold drinks. It'll be fine. But I have enough energy to work on this custom order, so that's good. And I just got a lot of good feedback still, so that was really nice. Got lots of good feedback. Had a few visits from friends and family, so that was always, you know, it's always special. So yeah, I'm still feeling good. And now I know too that the Christmas market is the one that I'll make more at. So originally I was like, I'm gonna see which one like does better and then only do that one instead of doing it in the spring and Christmas. And I kind of wanted it to be the spring one because my stuff just looks like spring and summer, you know, but I think Christmas is gonna be the way to go. So those are my updates. I will show you more tomorrow if I have anything to show, and if not, I'll have a market recap here pretty soon. Can't talk anymore. I will have a market recap. Okay, goodbye. Hello everyone. It is day 2 of the market. Sorry you're crooked. That's just the best place for you. It's day 2. I just parked. The gates aren't open yet to go set up, so I have like 7 minutes until they open. So last night I emailed the organizers and I told them that the gym was really hot and asked if they had fans. And then I also told them that it would be really helpful to put a sign that there are 2 gyms, because I really think the 50 vendors in the gym right when you walk in got a lot more foot traffic than the 50 vendors in the gym to the left, because you really don't know to go there unless you know. And who's gonna know? I didn't know that there were 2 gyms until I vended here. So yeah, so I did email them. They replied and they said, great feedback, thank you. So I'm hoping that I gave them an opportunity to rectify the situation a little bit today. Hopefully it's a little bit better. We'll see. But I will update you when I can. Bye.
Testing. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the St. Pius Craft Show Day 2. I just want to let you know that coffee is ready, so if you need some energy and some fuel, coffee is ready over here by the Fine Arts.
Okie dokie. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. I didn't get a ton of clips market day, but I was very proud of myself for filming the setup both days, because when you're there and you're actually just getting everything set up, like that's the last thing on your mind is to film. So I was like, go me, I did that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about how it went. Let me put this down so I can focus. Okay, so I did a better job this time of writing everything down. So I wrote down the item that sold, the quantity if they got like 2 turtles or something, the color so that I could see if there were any color preferences. I wrote down the cost of the item, the amount that they paid, and then the payment method. So I'm just gonna go through everything and then we can kind of do some grand totals for popular things. So right off the bat, I sold 2 turtles. I sold the Baby Bunny, the pink version. I sold one of my lambs. It was a pattern test for Sia and Pen. And someone bought the lamb with the like fur around the arms and feet, so that was kind of cool. Another turtle, I sold a small plant hanger. On display, I had my 2 larger plant hangers, which I priced at $30 each. And someone was like, do you have a smaller one? And I was like, I do. I only had one. So I had to pull it out of my bins, and that one was $16. And she was like, yeah, I want that one. So sold that. And then actually, I posted a photo of my booth, and a friend from, I think, elementary school reached out, and she was like, hey, is that pink plant hanger still available? So she's gonna buy that. So we're actually gonna get together and catch up and get some coffee and do a little trade. So that'll be fun. So technically I sold 2 plant hangers. I sold another turtle, I sold a whale, 2 bookmarks, a Kindle sleeve. I sold the gray patchwork baby Bonnie bunny, 3 bookmarks, 2 chickens, a whale, an octo, my pink moon pillow, 2 axolotls, and then a gray elephant. That was all day 1. So that was like $375 about. And then day 2, I sold my other moon pillow, the blue one, a turquoise wristlet, a speckled axolotl, and then an octo. I sold 2 chickens, 1 of the mushy boys, another octo, another whale, 3 bookmarks. I sold a blanket that I actually didn't make. My husband's grandma made. She also crochets. She's like, I want you to sell this. I don't want the money. I want it to go somewhere good, and I don't have anywhere to give it to. And so I sold it, and I did sell it to someone in my family. So it's still staying, you know, in the family, which I think is nice. I sold 2 turtles. I sold a pack of coasters, the bright colored ones. I sold 1 baby Bella duck. Baby Bella? Yeah. Baby Bonnie and baby Bella. I get all mixed up. Baby Bella duck. And then my cousin reached out online. She saw the duck that sold and asked if it was still available. So I'm going to be making a duck for her. So I guess technically 2 ducks. I just have to make it. And then I sold a turtle and a scrunchie. And that was the end of day 2. That one rounded out to about $310. So takeaways are that the things that were popular during the Christmas market weren't necessarily popular for this market. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, where like one market, a certain product or 2 does really well, and then the next, like, no one touches it. That's kind of how it felt. Last time the baby octos and the baby whales were like a hit. Like, I think I had maybe 3 left over by the end of it. This time I sold 3 out of 12 whales and 3 out of 16 octos. So those just like weren't popular this time. I don't know. I did sell 7 out of 7 turtles. The turtles were very popular. I had those at $10 each. Bookmarks always do well. I sold 8 out of 14 of those. Chickens, I sold half, 4 out of 8. Last time the chickens did a little better, I think, but not too bad. Axolotls, I sold half. I sold 3 out of 6. Elephants, I had 3 there. I only sold 1. I sold the classic gray, so I still have a blue and a pink one. I'm really glad that the moon pillows did well. That was exciting. That one was kind of a gamble to see, so it was nice that they both sold. One of them went to a good friend, so that was special. And what else do I have to talk about? The 2 smaller bunnies, the river, can't remember. I'll put the name. They had a few people interested and looked at them, but no takers. No one got my sloth, the brown teddy bear. I'm trying to think of what else. The foxes. None of those went. So, you know, it's a weird time right now in the world and with the economy. So like it's kind of hard to know what to expect, but it still went really well. I'm still pleased. I had emailed them the night before asking for them to put signs. I can't remember if I told you this. Asking for them to put signs that say like 50 more vendors this way or something. And they did put signs, but it just said more booths, and they put it on the door of the gym, which still doesn't tell people that there's another gym. Like, it's not in their direct line of vision when you walk in. Anyway, I digress. It was fine. But, you know, no matter which gym you're in, you're paying the same booth fee. So it felt a little unfair that there was like less foot traffic, no air conditioning, and it took them like 4 hours to get music going in there, whereas the other gym had music the whole time. So that gym just seemed like a better experience for shoppers, but it's fine. So yeah, that is everything I have to share for the market. I am working on one of my patterns of the month. As you know, I think I have kind of multiple on the hook right now, but this one's coming along. And then I saw a post asking for vendors for a book festival in July, and I was like, I like books, and it's a $50 fee. It's just a 1-day, 4-hour event, and I was like, so I signed up. I really wasn't planning on doing another market until Christmas, maybe, but it just seems cool and fun, and I love reading, and there's gonna be other vendors who do like bookish things. I just think it'll be fun. So I did sign up for that. I was playing around a little bit today. I made a little AirPod case, so I'll make a few of these. I was thinking about doing a bookmark, like make 3 of them, but it's kind of wide. I wouldn't want this in my book, so I might do something else with this. And then I also made this, except Michael's is out of wooden dowels, so I can't finish it today, but a dowel goes through this top part, another dowel goes through the bottom goes up, and then there's these little strings that attach from one dowel to the other, so it holds up like that, and then it's a little book nook. So you'll add a string to the dowel so it hangs, and then you can put your little book in here that you're reading by your bed or whatever. So super cute. I've been wanting to make this for a while. I was so bummed that Michael's didn't have dowels today because I just want to finish it, but really cute. This is the Boho Book Nook by Belle and Bean Crochet. So super cute. I'm pretty happy with it. It took a little under 2 hours, and you double strand the yarn to make it. So yeah, not too shabby. It was pretty fun, pretty mindless. So yeah, that's kind of what I've got happening over here. I gotta clean this all up before my husband gets home and gets mad at me that I have yarn on the couch, when just last weekend I was like, once this market is over, I won't have to prep for anything and I won't have yarn in places that it shouldn't be. I love you. I'm sorry. Okay, those are my updates. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any market questions or just anything you want to talk about, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I'm always happy to talk about yarn and crochet and market stuff. I'm still very new at all of this, so I'm learning too. But I know that it can feel really scary and intimidating. So if you want to talk to someone who's done it, who isn't like a professional at it, you can talk to me, okay? I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are. I hope you're working on something fun, and I'll see you in the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be. We'll see, but it'll be something fun. See you next time. Bye.